Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams, but there is no doubt that this remains one of the hottest tickets around. It has the history, it has the hype, and it has always provided high entertainment. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team.
Number 22.
Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
And that gets things running. White charging forward down that flank. White puts them all in. Shaw. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a defender, let alone any player, make such a meteoric rise in the manner the Lik did, Peter. Just absolutely phenomenal. A player way ahead of his years.
Garnacho! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Saka. Saliba. Now White. Saliba. Gabriel. White. Ugarte to Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Garnacho. And it's Shaw. Shaw unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Garnacho. And it's Casemiro. Ugarte. Always onto this. And a header! Crossed in again. And one more try! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a breakthrough already. Diogo Dalot. Oh, that's fabulous. Casemiro. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Odegaard.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good take on the shots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers. Diogo Dalot. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the pass is intercepted. Havertz! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get it through? Odegaard. Can he put it away?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bruno Fernandes. Saka. Oh, no joy this time. We get a throw in. Saliba. He's getting hounded, really hounded. That's Partey. Looks to the other side. And here's Martinelli. Diogo Dalot. Ugarte. Casemiro. Højlund. Diogo Dalot. Martinez. Garnacho. Shaw. He's shifting through the gears here.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. 15 minutes till half-time. Bruno Fernandes has created one goal already. Rice. Martinelli. Looking for the runner. It's a goal kick. Casemiro. And that is a little undercooked. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Martinez. De Ligt. Ugarte. Oh, played through for the wide man. That is good alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And it's played forward. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Shaw. Garnacho.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Driving on and making good progress. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And claimed it back swiftly. Swept in. Cleared away. that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Well read, nice interception. Ugarte. For Shaw. Ugarte. To Martinez. Saka. Rice. Ugarte. It's a lovely, neat pass. And he's away. Garnacho. Bruno Fernandes. And that should get the job done. Garnacho! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Excellent challenge
There
there,
will be 1 minute at a
uncompromising.
time.
Bruno Fernandes. Played back in. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now he's off and running. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. It's a goal kick. Diogo Dalot. Casemiro. Shaw. Garnacho. Hoyland. White calmly anticipates. Garnacho does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Shaw is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rice. Tries a shot! Ugarte. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. Maguire. Hoyland. Oh, that's a key interception. Good running, strong and purposeful. Bruno Fernandes. Looks to clip it forward. And he's onside. Ah, such a clever touch. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Diogo Dalot. That's a shade optimistic. Arsenal still chasing a one-goal deficit here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Hoyland. Diogo Dalot.
The attendance for this match was
Pass has been
61,052.
well intercepted. Almost an hour gone. Bruno Fernandes. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Ødegaard getting this one clear. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gabriel.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shaw. Casemiro. Martinez. Now Ugarte. Martinez. De Ligt. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Arsenal showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tries his luck. Tries to get it clear. There's the hit! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Coming on the field, number 23, Mikel Merino. Number 12, Timber.
Merino. Ball is over the line. Bruno Fernandes. Now Ugarte. Ødegaard.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into...
Decent hit!
Oh, it's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Martinez. Now Ugarte. Mount. Shaw. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Timber. Merino. Works it forward. Bruno Fernandes. Now Ugarte. Hoylu. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Merino. Now Saliba. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Casemiro. De Ligt. Arsenal are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Casemiro. Maguire. And De Ligt. Bruno Fernandes. And he's managed to get free. That looks a good ball through.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Martinelli. Wriggles his way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So here comes a substitution. So they were calling for him, and now they get it.
Well, it does have its detractors always, but Route 1 has certainly proven itself effective over the years.
To set free a runner. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Jesus. Number 19, Trossard.
Lobbed in behind. And he's done very well to take that back. Merino. And here's Jesus.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Mount. 2 minutes to be added on. And Casemiro. To Martinez. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from
And a
this.
quick reminder today that parking in the area
Thanks
around
to
the
Jim.
stadium is
Both
strictly
wish you
forbidden.
a very good... So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And now, lining up for
Arsenal have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And it's Bernardo Silva. It's out for a goal kick. And he's had a hit! Pressing high and with purpose. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ruben Dias. And Akanji. Ruben Dias. Reinders. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Martinelli with the clearance. And he's had it nicked away. Rodri. Odegaard. Now it's Saka.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that is a good challenge from him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. White. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Odegaard. White. And he whips it in. Punched away. Ignoring. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Akanji. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Big chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cleared away. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Saka with the short one. Saka. Lovely bit of skill. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Nouri. Oh no, what has happened here? Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Rodri. Reinders. Nouri. Doku. Doku. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, sweet feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Doku.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Gabriel. Merino. Some good work on the right flank here. Saka is in a really good position out wide. Gabriel does well to get it back. White. Rice. Ruben Diaz gets it away. White. White made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Showing great feet there. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. White. Saka. They get a throw in. White. And the keeper beats it away. Nouri. Reinders. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Bernardo Silva. And that has been cleared. Strong running down that left flank. Matches Nunes gets in to thwart him. Rodri. Nouri. Ruben Diaz. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Saka. Odegaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Corner number 3 coming up. Ruben Diaz Clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Havertz. Reinders. Well, played right into his path. Saliba getting this one clear. And there is the half-time whistle. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How would you review the first half?
Arsenal can add a little more variation to their attack. They've developed a right-sided bias with much of the same service into the box.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Rice. He's got away. Martinelli is flagged offside. That'll be a throw-in. Rice, Martinelli. Bernardo Silva did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Merino. And he's there to belt it away.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Has a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Played through for the wide man. Reinders. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Martinelli. Bernardo Silva. Here's Doku. And it's Bernardo Silva. Reinders. Now it's Martinelli. Rice. Martinelli. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Defending of the desperate variety.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Saka. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ruben Dias deals with that comfortably. Reinders. That looks a cracking ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Merino.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He has found a way through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cherky, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
White. That has ended up in no man's land. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Saka cuts out the pass. Martinelli. Trossard looking to run onto it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And the pass is intercepted. Martinelli, now the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Reinders.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Bernardo Silva.
That was lovely, that.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious. And
he rises! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Substitutions taking place.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. Foden. Reinders.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Foden.
And it's Bernardo Silva. The fullback is in acres of space here. Rice. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Haaland. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, well played, well played. Bernardo Silva plays it short. And out it comes again. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Trossard. Now Trossard. Trossard! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, after so much hard work, he fluffed. He just shouldn't be missing from there.
Arsenal get their fourth corner. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Martinelli gets a foot in here. And that should get the job done. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Lovely feet. Cleared away. Foden. Cherky. Foden stood up well to him there. Now this could be a chance. And the shot's on here. There's no flag. Now it's Odegaard. He's in a great position. And he's gone backward here.
Well, both sides.
He's tried one! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Foden. Ball played for Matheus Nunes. Akanji. Reinders.
2 added minutes
Foden.
has been indicated.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. White with the foul.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 4, right. Number 33, Calafiori.
Akanji.
Number
Looking for
11,
options for movement.
Gabriel Martinelli.
Look, it's a run
Number
defence is
23,
dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Coming on the field, number
Time
12,
added on will be 2
number
minutes.
18, Tommy
Bernardo
Asu.
Silva. And
Number
here's
30,
Haaland. He's
Sterling.
having a go.
Number 5, Partey.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained
We'd like
buoyant,
to
and we
inform
just
you now
need the
that the
scoreline
latest travel
to step
information
into
is
line.
currently being displayed on the screen.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution in progress.
Into extra time we go. Partey. The less said about that pass, the better. Stones. And it's Bernardo Silva. Akanji. Ruben Dias. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Gundogan. He's in space and looking for options. He gets big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cherki. Rodri pinches it off him. Driving on and making good progress. Akanji. And it's Gundogan. Foden. Just eases him off the ball. Sterling. Can he spark a counter here? And Tomiyasu. And Gabriel. It's a good run down the right.
That's good play from him.
Timber. Cleared without hesitation. Chooses to go back. Gundogan. And he's being shifted off it. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. It's Bernardo Silva. Haaland. And it's Gundogan. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Haaland. Foden. And he's taking no chances there. Taken back almost at once. Extra time reaches half-time.
And a quick reminder today that parking
Well,
in
we're
the
still
area around
where
the
we
stadium
started,
is
despite the
strictly
best
forbidden.
efforts of both
Please use
parties.
parking
A game
provided
that has
by
been at
or
times
any other
exciting,
parking
often
facilities in the
frustrating,
area.
unbearably tense, and the next 15 minutes will be the last chance for somebody to win it. And we are already back underway. 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Haaland.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now there's a hits one! Ake. Akanji. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Here's Rodri. Akanji. Now Foden.
This has been a better game.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's away. Shot at goal! Oh, that's incredible! Save the best for last!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 22 minutes in extra time is number 19, Trossard.
So the first moment of real significance.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Ake is charging up on the overlap. Cherki. Tomiyasu. It'll be a throw-in. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Haaland. Cherki touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
He's going for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, that was vital.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number
It's
20,
Haaland.
Jorginho.
Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Passing is crisp and sharp. And we're done. Well, that was tense.